It's Tuesday, January 5th, and my wife and I are back at our home farm. This is the second time we hunt this blind. I had Anna Catherine in this blind for her first hunt. We've got a light southeast wind tonight, and it's about 30 degrees right now. This food plot's about 2.5 acres of corn, and this plot is the CRP plot. So a lot of people know about CRP, but for those of you that don't, most of the CRP contracts allow about 10% of the CRP acres to be put into food plots. I have about 24 acres of CRP, so I have 2.4 acres of food plots. So they allow you to plant that and leave it for the wildlife, and it's good for the pheasants and the turkeys and deer and everything else. So they've really been in this plot a lot. The main problem with this spot is they can get behind us without too much difficulty, because sometimes they'll go over to the cut cornfield on this side. Last time we were in this blind, we had 20 or so deer up on the hill in the cut corn. I think with the snow cover we have right now, the standing corn is really going to pull them in, and that's what we're banking on. You know, last night we hunted the other blind, and we had techs come out. I imagine with all the snow cover, you know, he's going to be pretty predictable in that plot. A lot of times once they settle in on a spot, they'll kind of stick to that spot. That's where he was last year, but I have my fingers crossed that he shows up down here tonight, since we don't have the right wind to go up there. And then Big Mac, and then that 6x5, that's the 2 other bucks. There's Ali. I talked a lot about Ali all year. That's the drop tine deer. We found a shed like right behind this blind last spring. Last picture of him was October 23rd, and I haven't heard that any of the neighbors shot him, but he spent all the year off of this farm with the exception of that one day, and I haven't had any pictures of him since. But if there's a spot that he could potentially show up before the end of the season, it'd be this plot. So if he's not dead, I certainly hope he's the one that shows up and I can get a crack at him. Anyway, we're just going to sit back and enjoy the afternoon. It's always fun to be out. We're trying to enjoy our last few days of the season. overall, pretty awesome sit tonight. Ended up seeing between 40 and 50 deer, just none of the ones we wanted to shoot. Mostly does and fawns and young bucks, and then we had that 9-point that came out early. I think it's at least 4. I have pictures of a pretty mature deer that looked like him early in the year, just smaller antlered. And then towards the end of the night, we had a couple of the good 4-year-olds come out up on the hill. So anyway, fun sit, but we're looking forward to the last 5 days here. Kat's got Friday left. We're going to see what the wind's doing, and hopefully we can get her on one of these bucks before the week's up.